You will forget you saw this. Hello. This is Gio with Take-Two Film Academy. Today I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can make a lightsaber effect at home. First of all, we need to build ourselves a lightsaber. I made mine out of a dowel, some tape, and some plumbing bits. The first lightsabers were actually dowels covered in reflective material, pretty much the same stuff you'd see on a safety vest or a bicycle helmet. You can buy reflective tape at most hardware stores or online. This leads us to our first effect. Just by shining a bright light on the reflective tape, you'll start to get that lightsaber glow. The first lightsaber props actually had motors in them that made them spin for that flickering effect. I did not do that because I am lazy. It also helps if you try this out in a darker room. That will help the lightsaber stand out against the background. The second effect is pretty much how they do it now, with a digital overlay. Now, the way I'll be doing it does require a more advanced editing program like Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, but I'll mention some other options later. The first step is to film your lightsaber sequence. Keep it simple to begin with. Next, we import that into your project. I'm using Final Cut Pro and a plugin made by Fan Film FX called Saberblade. We're going to start by placing the lightsaber effect over my prop. You'll see there are 2 dots to match up with the top and the bottom of the blade. Set those, and we're going to add what are called keyframes. Basically, you're telling the software where you want the blade to be at one time. I'm going to skip ahead a few frames and reposition the top and the bottom of the effect, and I'll just repeat this process until the whole sequence is finished. Wait a minute, Gio. Are you telling me that professional special effects artists spend hours and hours going over a movie frame by frame to make it look good? Yes. So, my sequence is done now. Let's add some sound effects and play it back. Now, if you don't have Final Cut or Premiere, you can use an app like Saber Movie FX on your phone. Now, the last technique that I'm going to show you doesn't cost a dime, but you will need a flashlight and a camera that can take long exposure photos. Long exposure is when the camera shutter stays open for a second or more, which will actually let us draw with light. This is not how they did any of the lightsaber effects, but it is the same technique that they used for the jump to hyperspace. I start by setting my camera on a tripod. Next, I'll set my shutter speed to 2 seconds. Get your flashlight ready, strike a pose, open the shutter, and then draw your lightsaber by pointing the flashlight at the camera. Make sure to keep the rest of your body as still as possible. Try taking several photos. You can add them to your timeline to make a simple animation. Now it's your turn. We want to see what kind of lightsaber effects you can create at home. Upload your finished videos anywhere on social media and tag us at Take-Two Film Academy. On May 14th, we'll pick a winning video that will receive a $50 gift certificate to any of our filmmaking programs. Now go make some movies!